Hey everyone, welcome to the show tonight. My name is Lisa. I'm the in-house nutritionist for Raw Generation, and I'm here to talk about the 5 top reasons why you likely can't lose weight. So, any comments that you have or questions, feel free to type them in and I will answer them for you live. It could even be if it's a question about one of our products or something that I'm not talking about, just have a question about health and wellness, you could type it in. I'm a little crazy hair. Just type it in and I'll happily answer them for you. So, why can't you lose weight? It's the eternal question, right? If you're trying to lose weight, if you've been on multiple diets in your life, I'm going to be talking about all the different reasons why you can't lose weight. And as I'm doing that, I'm also going to be giving you a special coupon code that's only available during this live show. And you can use it during the live show, obviously. And it's a special discount that you can only get for being here tonight. So stay tuned. Okay, so why can't you lose weight? There are 5 main reasons that I would say that you can't lose weight. Number 1 being improperly combining foods. So this is like kind of a bigger picture and has a lot of rules. I'm sure if you've ever heard about food combining, you hear, don't mix this with this, or how do you remember what's proper to combine versus what's not proper to combine? And rather than me going into all those rules with you, I'm going to give you a couple really clear pathways to understand. Because when you improperly combine foods, meaning like, here's an example, an improper combination of food would be an apple with peanut butter. So that's something you've always heard as being healthy. And it is in fact healthy as far as like the health of it goes. But as far as weight loss goes, it's the complete opposite of what you should be doing to lose weight, because when you mix fruit and fat together, they digest at different rates. So the fruit digests very quickly. The peanut butter, which is a fat, digests very slow. And when you put the two together, it causes this like push and pull reaction in your gut as the apple's trying to move out, because it moves out in about 30 minutes from your gut and into your intestines. The peanut butter can sit there for 2 to 6 hours. So this push and pull reaction happens, and gas and fermentation also occurs, which is why you get bloated. So people that are chronically bloated, have that pouch stomach, never feel that they have a flat tummy, it is almost always due to improper food combining. So rather than me teaching you all the little rules around that, the best thing to remember is to eat light to heavy every day. So let me look at something right here. Let's see. Okay. Is to eat light to heavy during the day. Light, not meaning light in calories, light meaning light foods. So light foods are water-rich foods like fruits, which is the main one you should be having. Vegetables, of course. Potatoes are considered a light food because they're fat-free. Anything very low in fat or fat-free are your light foods. And I don't mean fat-free like something fat-free on a label like a pretzel. I mean foods that are inherently whole plant-based foods that are naturally fat-free or low in fat. So if you start your day that way and you keep as much of your day that way as possible and wait to add in healthy fats until the end of the day, meaning have your healthy fats at dinner time, ideally, or like late afternoon and then into dinner time, you will notice an extreme improvement in your digestion. Digestion meaning your bloating, your elimination. I mean, people have that problem all the time, not to get too like whatever, but if you're only eliminating once a day, you are not eliminating enough. So a healthy colon eliminates on a 24-hour cycle. So that means if you're eating 3 meals a day, you should be eliminating 3 times a day. And if you're not, then your colon is not healthy and you're not having nearly enough fiber and water from fresh fruits and vegetables. So just to give you a little hint there. And then also, most people undereat these foods. So even if you do have fruit or you have vegetables, you probably have like an apple or maybe 1 or 2 oranges. That's not nearly enough bulk or volume of these naturally water-rich, fiber-rich foods. And we're designed to thrive on them and to have a lot of them. So having a bowl of 8 peeled oranges for lunch or breakfast is actually a perfect meal for a human digestive tract. So a little crazy, but just trying to paint a full picture for you here. So that's actually why I created our Stay Skinny method. So, and I highlighted it here because I have taught this method of eating to clients for years and years. Once I learned it for myself, because I was a super, super hard case with weight loss. So once I learned it for myself, I started teaching it to clients and they had the same kind of success that I had, which was amazing weight loss, feeling better energy, not being bloated or tired or lethargic anymore after eating. Makes a huge difference in your life. So the Stay Skinny method was kind of my way to create it almost like in bottle form as a way that we could communicate to customers. So, it incorporates having green juice in the morning and lots of fruit, a meal replacement smoothie at lunch, and then a clean dinner with guidelines that I provide. So, it kind of like almost teaches you proper food combining if you just do it the right way. So I'm going to I now highlighted down, I think, or the Stay Skinny method down there. The code for tonight's live is live15, and it's 15% off your entire order. Um, is it all your order or one-time purchase? I think it's anything that's a one-time purchase within your order. So meaning like if you have something on auto ship, that's already 15% off. That's already our lowest amount that we sell things at. So it's not going to be an additional 15% off an auto ship. But if you buy a cleanse, for example, it takes 15% off. If you buy a Stay Skinny Method one-time purchase, it takes 15% off. So that's live 15. If you want to do the Stay Skinny, the Skinny Bundle, let me show you that one. Let's see. Come on. This thing is always gives me a hard time. Always gives me a hard time when I'm trying to highlight a product for you. Well, I'm trying. There it is. Come on. Okay. So I just highlighted our Skinny Cleanse and Stay Skinny Method bundle. Let me explain that before I go into the other questions, because I'm talking about the discount and how it applies to this. Our cleanses are fast, healthy weight loss plan. So they're 3, 5, 7, or 10 days. Typically, people do them once and then maybe not again for another few months, next season. Sometimes people do them, a couple times a month or, a couple weeks. You can do whatever you want, but the average person cleanses maybe once seasonally. So that's usually, it's oftentimes a one-time purchase or, not oftentimes, many times within 1 year. So the Skinny Cleanse in this sense is a one-time Skinny Cleanse. You choose the amount of days, 3, 5, 7, or 10, and then you put the Stay Skinny Method with it, and that goes on to auto ship. So the auto ship function with the Stay Skinny Method puts it on a weekly cadence. You can choose every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, once a week. It's meant to be weekly. It's 7 days worth of product that you get. And we keep it at a price of $99. So it's affordable for you to do as many weeks as you want to do because you're replacing a lot of your meals with what we're giving you. So if you put it in the context of that, a $7 lunch is probably cheaper than what you're getting at the restaurant or at your place, when you eat at work or whatever. So it's a one-time Skinny Cleanse with the Stay Skinny Method on auto ship, which I'll also explain more. But if you use the code LIVE15, you get an additional 15% off the Skinny Cleanse. So the bundle already is discounted and it's $199 normally, which is already an $80 savings from our full prices. So we intentionally bundled it and made it more affordable just in and of itself all the time on our website. But with the code today, the LIVE15, you get an additional 15% off. So you're basically saving a total of $95 instead of just $80. And this is the only time this is really offered in this way. You won't see it on the site in this way. So LIVE15, if you want to do the bundle, or if you want to do a one-time purchase of a cleanse, of a Stay Skinny Method, of any of our packs on the website, the green routine, the celery juice pack, if you want to make a Build-A-Box pack, anything that's a one-time purchase, you can use the code LIVE15 towards it and get 15% off. And it could be as big or small as you want. So obviously 15% off of a 10-day cleanse is a lot more than off of a 3-day cleanse. So if it's something where you like it, like a lower sugar 10-day cleanse, for example, is probably your most savings you can get. And you can just, you can plan how many days you want to do it. So say you want to get the 10 days and you just want to do 3 days at a time, or you want to break into 2 5-day cleanses. I mean, the beauty of our products, if you haven't bought them before, is that we ship everything to you frozen. So we make it fresh, we flash freeze it instantly. And it never gets thawed until you personally thaw it. So it's as fresh as it was when it's first pressed and you thaw it. That keeps it raw. It keeps the enzymes intact. It keeps the flavor exactly as it was when it was fresh. So there's no heat added or pasteurization or processing to it at all. But by that freezing mechanism, it allows you to keep it in your freezer for as long as you want. So it lasts easily 6 months to a year in your freezer. So you don't have to take it all out. You don't have to do all 10 days at once. But if you want to get the savings tonight, while they're big savings tonight, choose the larger pack of either the green routine or a cleanse or something and save some and just use as much as you want now, because these savings don't come all the time. So if you're a regular customer and you like our stuff, it's a great time to save extra money on your juices and smoothies. Oh, Cindy, what do you think of the wolfberry? I never heard of the wolfberry. Do you want to give me a little more information of that? I'm not really sure what that is. This is something new that I'm not really up on. If it's like a supplement, to be honest, I'm not a supplement person, so I probably won't have much of an opinion about it. Or does it have another name other than wolfberry that's maybe more common that I would know? Let me know. Okay, so the code's live 15. I'm going to keep going now. Back to my questions. And if you have any other ones, ask them. So, top 5 reasons why you can't lose weight. Number 1 is improper combining of foods. Again, to repeat, our Stay Skinny method is created intentionally to teach you how to properly combine foods. So if that's something you struggle with, if you're regularly bloated, if you're lethargic, if you can't lose weight, if you struggle a lot with weight loss, it's worth it to try the Stay Skinny method for a week or 2 at the least. You lose it. Here's how it works. Ideally, it would come after a cleanse. So if you do the cleanse and you lose 5, 7, 10 pounds, the Stay Skinny method allows you to maintain that weight you lost during the cleanse. And then you will lose an additional 2 to 3 pounds every week you do the method. That's the average. We tested it with a group. The average weight loss was 1.5 to 3.5 every person in the group weekly. So we just say 2 to 3 pounds. That's kind of where the average landed. So that's men and women both. We tested it all around with, menopausal. We tested it with everybody there was to test it with. So if you're looking for like continued, consistent weight loss and at the same time resetting your habits to be healthier, to eliminate that pouch or that have that flatter tummy going into the summer, it's really an ideal tool and it's working great for people so far. So I'll go into more details about that, but just live 15 if you want to purchase it now. During the show, the code is live 15 for 15% off your purchase. The second most common reason why people can't lose weight is that they undereat calories from fruit. Most people do not have nearly enough calories from fresh fruit every day. And while you're usually told by weight loss companies, especially ones that are pushing high protein or keto, that fruit can make you fat, it is totally a lie. Fruit will never, ever make you fat. Improperly combining it with something, that might hinder your weight loss. But fruit in and of itself is an amazing cleansing food that is 100% biologically compatible with what we're designed to eat as humans. So the more fruit you eat, the better. In fact, I recommend getting the majority of your calories from fresh fruits and vegetables every day. We should be getting 80 to 90% of our calories every day from carbohydrates. So carbohydrates aren't just pasta and bread and cookies. Carbs are primarily fresh fruits, vegetables, potatoes, beans, and those versions of carbs we should be eating all the time and as much as we possibly can. And it also includes some whole carbs too, whole grain carbs, meaning brown rice, oatmeal, quinoa. So those obviously aren't whole grain products like whole grain bread. That is not a whole grain. That's just processed flour with some whole grain added to it and all the other kinds of fillers and junk that are on a label. You can't trust, in case you don't know this already, you can't trust what the front of any label of any product says. You have to turn the label on the back and not even look at the numbers. I mean, really, the grams of sugar, the calories really mean absolutely nothing. What matters is the little part underneath that explains what the ingredients are. So you're looking for whole food ingredients that you understand, that you know what they are, that don't have refined sugar, that don't have refined seed oils. And those foods are really whole foods. So, I mean, to be honest, most whole foods won't even have an ingredient list. It's just going to be whole grain brown rice or whole rolled oats. Like if you have to have lots of ingredients, the reality of it is that it's probably not actually a whole food. I mean, a few exceptions there, but not many. It's a high potassium fruit grown in China, low on the glycemic index. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with it. So is it something that you get like in a powder form or something? Like if it's I'm assuming that, I mean, I've never seen it in a store, so I'm guessing that it's like a powder form or like a supplement pill kind of form that you're getting. It sounds like it might be something like similar to like an acai berry. I did your cleanse and loved it. Oh, nice. Cindy, what cleanse did you do? I love our cleanses too. I'm glad you loved it. I mean, any high antioxidant fruit is amazing. I don't typically trust things when they come in pill form or supplement form, mostly because there's no FDA regulation on them. So you don't know if you're getting in that pill or capsule or in that powder what you're paying for. It could be totally full of efficacy, or it could be totally like a clunker. So if it's like a real fruit that you're seeing, like a wolfberry fruit, and that I somehow have missed, which I can't imagine I would miss. I taste everything there is possibly to taste in the fruit world. So I can't imagine it's in stores as a fresh fruit. So I'm curious to know which way you're getting it, if it's dried or if it's, powdered or what. But if it is in supplement form, I'd be super wary of using it. Also, most of those supplements, high heat is applied to create them, or fillers are added, and that really also changes how, the efficacy of it. So I'm sure the fruit in and of itself in China is probably phenomenal for you. As far as the glycemic index, I'm not all concerned about the glycemic index. I actually, not that I don't believe in it. I mean, it's a real thing. I don't live my life by it by any means. I actually do just the opposite. I believe in having high glycemic index fruits all day, every day, because they're designed to thrive on fresh, ripe, sweet fruits. So I don't really do the whole glycemic thing. 3-day was great. Totally could have done 5. It's in liquid, not powder, not in stores. Interesting. So where do you source it, like online? And is there anything else added to it? I'm assuming that if it's in liquid form, it has to at least be pasteurized, unless you're getting it fresh from a source someplace. Um, Now you're intriguing me. I love learning new things. So yeah, keep filling me in. um, okay, what else? If you're watching us on Instagram right now, I can't monitor those comments. Um, what I recommend you doing is coming to the website, rawgeneration.com. The show is playing live there, and you can go right into the app through the website, and then you can, number one, see the products I'm showing, but also number two, ask me questions directly, because I hate that I can't answer your questions. In order to do this from my home when I'm not in our studio shooting, I have to have 2 phones. One's for our Instagram people and one's for our website show. And I just honestly forgot the extra phone that we have at work for this reason. So when I left work today, I don't have it. So I have no way to monitor your comments if you're on Instagram, but please come over to the website and ask me them, because I know I always get some great questions on Instagram. Secondarily, you can also leave me a DM and I can answer them for you after. The code again, live15, 15% off anything you purchase off the website. It doesn't have to be what I have in the show here. It certainly can be, but it can be anything off our website for 15% off, live 15. And that's the exclusive code during this live event. So make use of it while you can. It's from 8 to 9. Oh my gosh, I almost said Pacific time, Eastern time tonight. All right. So reason number 1, you can't lose weight, improperly combining foods. Reason number 2, not having enough fruit. Reason number 3, not having enough greens. Now, why would greens affect you not being able to lose weight? Let me explain. Most people fall off the weight loss wagon when they fall subject to cravings. So they get intense cravings for sweets. They get intense cravings for salty foods. They get intense cravings for things that they miss, their favorite burgers, their favorite family meals, whatever the case might be. When those cravings hit, it's because you're deficient in something. You're either deficient in greens or you're deficient in fruit. And if you're deficient in fruit, you will crave sweet things at the end of the day. And if you're deficient in greens, you're going to crave salty things throughout the day. The chlorophyll in dark leafy greens actually chemically eliminates all cravings when you do it daily. And that's why in the Stay Skinny method, you're having a green juice every morning. First thing in the day, you're having your green juice. And that is intentionally 100% to curb your cravings, to actually eliminate your cravings. It's not a matter of curbing them, because cravings are not a bad thing. They're your body's signals of what you need. So we're not trying to, it's not like, with a fever, you take Tylenol to lower a fever, you're hitting that symptom. We're not trying to eliminate your cravings. We're just trying to satiate them properly and feed them what they need. So giving them chlorophyll is actually giving them the nutrition they need, so your body's not intensely craving things. And it doesn't happen like the same day you start, but after doing it for a number of days or even weeks, you'll notice that your cravings just disappear because you're properly nourished, especially if you follow the rest of the guidelines, which is having lots of fruit during the day, having the meal replacement smoothie, and so on and so forth during the day. Number 4 reason why you can't lose weight is because you are probably used to dieting and trying all the different diets, and you are very likely having fat-free foods, sugar-free foods, or diet foods. Most people that chronically diet, unless you're kind of in the know with more holistic nutrition stuff, are used to buying the fat-free half and half, the fat-free coffee creamer, the sugar-free Jell-O, the sugar-free cookies, or snacks, sugar-free gum, even, believe it or not, the diet soda, diet iced tea. So the only thing quote unquote diet about those foods is that there's less actual calories. They are so full of toxic chemicals that they do just the opposite in your body. Diet soda will literally make you gain weight. Definitely not lose weight. You're better off having a real soda, believe it or not, than having a diet soda if you're trying to lose weight. And the fat-free versions of milks, of dairy, of anything are so laden with chemicals and seed oils and other things to give you the mouthfeel of what real dairy tastes like. You are 100% better off from a health standpoint and a weight loss standpoint to have the real dairy and not like skim milk, whole milk, organic, whole milk, organic eggs, white and yolk included, organic, full fat butter, grass fed, 100% better for you than anything fake, than any canola oil spread, than any, earth balance. That stuff is so full of junk and so full of refined oils. And they promote it to you all as being so healthy. And the reality of it is it's so detrimental to your health. It's actually causing you to be sicker and to be heavier and not healthier or slimmer at all. So I do recommend always doing organic if you're going to do dairy at all. I know organic is premium for some people to afford. So if you are choosing where to go organic and where not, if you're not sure, the best place to start is with dairy and meat products. So if you eat chicken, beef, fish, it should be grass-fed, wild caught, and organic. And that's a place where your money really makes a difference buying organic, because not only are the foods organic as far as the feed the animals get, they're free of antibiotics, synthetic hormones, which are now proven to mess with your own hormones or your children's hormones, especially if you're a female, with struggling with hormonal challenges, whether it's infertility, whether it's menopause, whether it's postpartum. It's the worst thing you can do to eat non-organic dairy and meat. Like, I can't more strongly recommend changing something over if you want to change something over. So that's another reason why you often can't lose weight. And that kind of ties in to number 5, which is your body is toxic. If your body is in a state of toxicity, it often will not shed weight. Your body holds on to toxins in your fatty stores, your triglycerides, your fatty stores. And so it's not about calories in versus calories out. If calories in, calories out worked, I would have been thin so many years ago. I mean, because I would have counted every calorie and knew exactly how many calories I burned on a treadmill. It doesn't work. Some people maybe, yes, but the average person doesn't work for, and certainly not sustainable for a lifestyle. When your body is full of toxins, it will usually not eliminate pounds. That's why our cleanses are so effective. You're detoxifying with our cleanses. So yes, of course, you're also cutting out a lot of junk, but at the same time, you're detoxifying. So you're flooding your body with nutrients. You're detoxifying the junk out of your cells and your tissues. And that starts the healthy weight loss process. But the key for you is to keep that non-toxic diet going forward. So, toxic being things with chemicals, like I was just speaking about, so this is a great story, actually. I had numerous clients, but one specifically who was really following my suggestions to a T, with the exception of that she just would not give up her fat-free creamer in the morning with her coffee. She had this vanilla fat-free creamer thing that was so awful for you. And she did everything else I said, but kept that in the mornings, two cups of coffee in the morning with that. Everything else she did, she's like, I can't imagine these couple tablespoons of this is halting me weight loss. To put in perspective, she was perimenopausal. She was probably about 46. So she hadn't gone to full menopause, but at those ages, your body the hormones start to shift. So you have to be, unfortunately, that much stricter going into it. If you don't want to face a nightmare post-menopause, because that's what will happen to you, in most cases as a woman, if you don't go extra carefully into those years and really be cognizant of what you're doing, it's a nightmare for you. So, and that means being more closely related to your food and what your ingredients are. She insisted upon keeping that in her coffee, and everything else she did. She made her smoothies, she had her greens, she had some fruit. She did what I told her to do, basically, and she just wasn't budging. She lost like a couple pounds, and she was just so frustrated. And why? And I said, look, I want you to take 2 weeks and don't use the creamer, and I want to see what happens. And God is my witness, I kid you not, she dropped 8 pounds just like that within like less than 2 weeks. Your body holds on to fat when it's toxic, in the state of toxicity. So you need to detox to let the weight out, and the rest of your body, the rest of your health follows suit with that. So we are all about detox in this company. And I'm all about that in my personal practice with clients, and I've always have been. So that's cleansing, that's doing a clean plan. Post cleansing, it's keeping greens in your day every day, whether that's with a green routine pack, whether it's with building your own box or doing the Stay Skinny method. Whatever you choose, or you do it yourself at your home, which is totally fine too. You can juice and blend to your heart's content. It's more expensive and it's more time consuming, but if you have the desire to do it, go for it. If you do it with one of our products, I can't more highly recommend the ones that we have. And again, the code is live15. So if you want to purchase any of them tonight and get 15% off, live15 is the discount code. Just use it at checkout. Again, if you're on Instagram, I can't see your comments, so please hop over to rawgeneration.com and send me your comments because, as I was saying, I forgot the phone that I need to monitor the Instagram comments. So I would love to be able to answer your questions. I get some great Instagram questions usually, so please send them over here. I think I missed something. I wish I had known so much of this years ago. I know. I wish I knew it sooner too. But you know what? Now you know it. You're getting enlightened, and the more you learn, the better you'll be. So I'm so happy you're here with us tonight, Cindy, because hopefully it will be life changing for you. All right, so let's review those top 5 reasons. Then I'll go into some of the questions that I had also that I was going to answer that are common questions that I get a lot. Improperly combining your foods. So again, that means you have to learn to eat light to heavy through the day. Lots of fresh fruits, vegetables, fat-free foods, not fat-free like on a label, like, oh, this is fat-free rice cakes or fat-free pretzels. Foods that are inherently low fat or fat-free. Fruits, vegetables, potatoes, beans, that kind of thing should be the majority of your day up until a late afternoon or dinner time. And dinner time, have all the healthy fat you want. And healthy fat meaning avocados, cold-pressed oil, and I want to talk about oil in a minute. That could be your chicken, your fish, it could be whatever, your eggs. I know eggs are typically a breakfast food. They're really much, much better for you weight-wise and digestion-wise and health-wise as a dinner food. And to go back to oil, one of the other major game changers with weight loss is learning how to stop cooking in oil or fat. So I know that most people are used to that. I mean, I'm Italian. I saute everything in olive oil, or I did. If you can learn to start water sauteing or dry roasting on parchment paper or boiling, steaming, air frying, there are other methods that you can use to prepare your foods that don't require oil or fat to do it. It literally is a game changer for anyone who struggles with weight loss, especially if you're in that category of women with hormonal issues or at hormonal stages that require extra care. Like again, postpartum, menopausal, infertility, all those things that are often directly related to your hormones. If you struggle with thyroid problems, everything will respond to this in a positive way because heated oil and fat is one of the most detrimental things you could possibly put in your body. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of trans fats. That was circulating around for a long time. It's not that much different than having refined seed oils or cooked fat. Even extra virgin olive oil, when it's heated, gets ruined. It's chemically changed. It does not react in your body the same way as putting extra virgin olive oil on a salad. You can certainly add after the fact. So if you make some boiled potatoes and you want to add some sea salt and extra virgin olive oil at the end, go for it. That won't hurt you at all. Be conscious as far as calorically how much you want to put, but it won't hurt you as far as your health goes or your weight loss, really. But cooking in it literally changes that food, how it reacts in your body, how it responds to, how your body responds to holding on to weight or not. So that's why within the Stay Skinny method, which I have highlighted for you here, I give you guidelines of how not to cook in fat and oil. And along with the Stay Skinny method, I provide you 38 Stay Skinny recipes. So they're recipes that I've used literally for years. My clients have used them for years. I've had a lot of the people test them out for me with our test groups now. They're super fast. They're easy. If you're a busy mom, busy dad, just a busy person like me, they're all made like in under 30 minutes. Most of them are like 20 and under. Super easy ingredients, things you have right in your pantry or can easily get at your local store. Nothing that you have to like go crazy to find. And they're delicious, very satiating, and you can eat pretty much all of them without restricting, without counting calories, without portion control. You can just enjoy them. A lot of the foods are called free foods in there. You'll see them in there. And those you can literally have like an entire apple cobbler as a lunch meal. That's how healthy it is. It's made with all clean, whole food ingredients. And you can literally have that for your lunch if you want. So super cool way to eat. Totally of a game changer that if you haven't tried it before. And I'm guessing if you're here tonight, you've tried a lot of other things before and they haven't worked. So if you haven't tried this, I can almost guarantee, I've never actually ever met a client who had tried eating this way before they worked with me. So most people I think have not tried this way of eating. If you haven't tried it, you have nothing to lose really but weight. I mean, it's a cliche, but it's true, right? So again, the code tonight is live 15 for any product you want to try, whether it's one I have highlighted here or something on our website. That could be the green routine. That could be a celery juice pack. That could be a build a box. It could be any one of our cleanses, our skinny cleanse, our protein cleanse, our lower sugar cleanse. You can choose any amount of days, 3, 5, 7, or 10, and 15% will be deducted at the cart. Live 15 is the code. Again, as I was saying before, this is a good chance to buy maybe something larger than you typically would buy in the past, because the price is so much better. So, for example, if you want to try a 10-day cleanse and you don't really want to cleanse for 10 days, but you want to have that much product available to you, because maybe you want to split it into 2 5-day cleanses or 3 3-day cleanses, or you want to have a lot of snacks on hand and you want to do it while you get a great discount, because 15% off of those products is a pretty nice savings. This is a great time to do that. Everything we ship to you is frozen, goes right into your freezer when you receive it, so you can keep it in there till you want to use it. You don't have to use it all at once. To go back to our bundle, there it is. Okay. This is our Skinny Cleanse and Stay Skinny Method bundle. This has kind of become has become our proven weight loss system, because it helps you with quick, fast, healthy weight loss. And then it's a sustainable, proven method for weekly sustainable weight loss going forward, for 2 to 3 pounds additional weight loss every week for as long as you want to sustain the program. It gives you the tools and techniques that you can do it on your own if you want, but it gives you the products that make it easier for you, especially if you're a busy person, especially when you're learning and you don't really know how to do it. It's a great way to teach yourself until you get into a habit with it. The Stay Skinny method, the Skinny Cleanse, you can choose how many days you want to do within the bundle. So you can choose 3, 5, 7, or 10. The average weight loss with a 3-day cleanse is 5 pounds. The average reported weight loss with a 5-day Skinny Cleanse is 8 pounds. And they go from there, 7 and 10. The Stay Skinny method will help you maintain that weight loss and then continue to lose an additional 2 to 3 pounds every week. And so when you do this and you choose the bundle, the Stay Skinny method is going to go on auto ship. That's going to put it at $99, which is very sustainable weekly for most people. And you're also replacing quite a few of your meals with it every day in your week. I mean, so if you put it in the context of you're not paying for lunch out right now, you're getting a lot of your breakfast supplemented with our green juice, that kind of thing. Put it all into perspective for you. Our auto ship is not a scary subscription plan by any means. I know people are usually hesitant with subscriptions. It is very easy to maintain, what's the word? Not monitor. It's very easy to control. That's not the word I'm trying to say, but you'll understand. You can pause your shipments, you can cancel, you can swap it out for a product. So say you get the Stay Skinny method for 3 weeks and then you decide you want to try green routine, you can just swap it. Simple. It's the touch of a button on your portal online, your manage your subscriptions, or that's the word, manage, not control. I knew it would come to me. Or you can call customer service and they'll quickly just do it for you. 0 questions asked whatsoever if you want to cancel or whatever you want to do. So it's really worth it to get that savings and to try the product out even for a short time, because ideally if you go 2 or 3 or 4 times with this product, you'll notice a substantial weight loss. So the test group participants they did a 5-day skinny cleanse. They lost anywhere from 5 to, I think 9 was the highest weight loss. And every single one maintained their weight loss from their cleanse that I know of. No one told me that they didn't. And then from there, the average person lost 1.5 to 3.5 pounds a week, depending on the person. I mean, I'll be honest with you, the men lost more because the men always lose more because, that's just how it goes. But the women still lost like about 2 pounds each per week. 2.4 in that area. So they were losing like an addition, by the end of the month, they had lost the cleanse weight plus like another like 8-ish pounds, which is really substantial. If you're trying to lose weight, you know how hard that could be. And it's sustainable. They weren't hungry. They were satiated. They loved the flavor. So I'll talk about that in a minute. And it's, even if they don't choose to continue this going forward, they can now have the tools of how to do this. Oh, let's see. I'm missing questions. Are you recording this show? Unfortunately, I was like, yes, the whole thing is recorded. So after the show is over, you can chat into rawgeneration.com and it'll be right there under the streams. You can always watch the past shows. So actually all my past shows are there with different topics and they're all there for you. So yes, but the code for this show tonight is live 15. So if you just joined and you're looking to buy or purchase something tonight, it doesn't have to be what is featured here. It can be any product on our website. For live 15 takes 15% off any one-time purchases. If you're purchasing on auto ship, you're already getting that discount, so it doesn't give you an additional discount. But if you're buying a one-time purchase of any product, cleanse, green pack, green powder, bars, anything, it's 15% off. rawgeneration.com live. Oh, there you go. So she just posted that for you, Nikki, if you need that link. And I just missed a big one from Jennifer. I love the protein cleanse, but the Stay Skinny method is even better. Oh, nice. The flavors are delicious, one better than another, and it's so doable. The fact that you get to eat is so different than the other cleanses. Aside from taste, the fact that it works, no cravings. And that's the whole beauty of this program. The green juice in the morning curbs the cravings. You're eating so much sweet fruit during the day that you're not under calorie on sweet fruit. You're satisfying your natural biological cravings for sweets. You're having a very decadent, filling, and delicious meal replacement smoothie. The smoothies are like, all I can say is that when I didn't tell you this, but I'm the nutritionist at Raw Gen, but I'm also the product developer. So any flavors that come out since I've been there are my own creations, my recipes. So I wanted to create flavors that are things that people relate to. They miss, things that they maybe don't have anymore if they're trying to diet, like vanilla milkshakes or a creamsicle or cookies and cream or chocolate peanut butter cups like a Reese's. So I made these flavors those. And all I can tell you is that they taste, and Jen, you can back me up on this if you tasted them, like the real thing in liquid form. Like our peanut butter cup smoothie tastes like a liquid Reese's. And our clementine creamsicle is, if you're a shore person, you live on the East Coast, and you ever get the orange and vanilla twist at the boardwalk, it tastes just like that. It's just, I can't describe it. It's just that good. And the cookies and cream literally tastes like melted cookies and cream. They absolutely do taste like what they are replacing. Yeah. So that, I mean, it's really great if you struggle with those kinds of cravings, just if you enjoy those things and you like try to limit them, they don't taste healthy, but they are 100% healthy. Just fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, nothing else. They're as clean can be. And one thing about our labels is what it says on the front is what it says in the back. So you're not, like I was just telling you, you can't trust the fronts of most labels. Our labels are 100% pure and clear. What's on the front is the same as what's on the back. There's nothing hidden, no preservatives, no added sugars, ever, 100% ever. And any products that were even they were never iffy, but some things had some sweeteners I wouldn't have loved, like they used to use monk fruit and stuff. When I came out of the company last year, I took all that stuff out and I redid them to be even healthier for you than they could possibly be. So everything that comes out of our company is 100% nutritionist approved, because I have to approve it now. And I also taste everything. So every single batch of juice or smoothie that we produce, and to give you an idea, we do upwards of 35 batches a day. And each batch is like close to 600 bottles. So it's a lot of bottles we're making every day. I taste one bottle from every single batch. And before we ship it out, and if I don't give it my 10 out of 10 approval, we won't ship it. So, and there's been plenty that I don't pass. So I'm pretty picky. If you should be having a phenomenal taste experience. None of our green juices taste grassy or like green. I mean, if you're afraid of green stuff, they taste great. Like our strawberry greens, you smell it, it smells like fresh strawberries, and it tastes like strawberries, even though it's full of greens and healthy protein from the chlorophyll, and it's just amazing. So I can't say enough how important I feel that it is to have healthy food taste delicious, because you just will not stick with it if it tastes like health food. I mean, you must understand. I mean, I'm sure how many rice cakes with peanut butter can you eat? Like eventually you're gonna get sick of that. You need to have things that taste like the foods you love and miss. Or learn to make those foods in a healthy version. So like that's for another thing, like in the Stay Skinny Method recipes, I give you like a healthy chicken cacciatore, a healthy rosemary chicken recipe. It's not just plant-based, it's for anybody. A healthy macaroni and cheese. Believe it or not, you actually can make it healthy. 100% healthy, that you can have with weight loss, and healthy for your kids. And it is a crowd pleaser. So don't knock it till you tried it. I 100% stand by all of my recipes. Let's see now. I know I missed a whole bunch of stuff in here. Great show. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I have a question about the Stay Skinny. After you drink the Skinny Boost, how long do you wait until you eat dinner? Ideally, Jennifer, you would do it about 10 minutes before dinner, 10 or 15 minutes, or even like you could even do it alongside your dinner. But I don't feel like it's a good flavor to mix with dinner, because it's pineapple. It's a little strong. Intentionally, it's potent because it's so full of those digestive enzymes. I'll explain the Boost. Thank you for bringing it up. I didn't even talk about it. I would say have it and wait about 10 or 15 minutes and then have dinner. So included with the Stay Skinny method, in addition to your green juice and your meal replacement shake, is a Skinny Boost. So I wish I had one to show you, because they're so cute. They're like little bottles, and it's my favorite flavor by far that I've ever created. It is just delectable is all I can say. I could drink them by the gallon. But they are a weight loss enhancer. And before you still thinking like it's the magic potion, it's not. It's just it drastically improves your digestion and eliminates bloating. And if you've ever tried digestive enzymes, I'm sure you've seen them in the store, digestive enzyme pills. All those pills are, if you were to look at the back, are either bromelain or papain, which are the enzymes in papaya and pineapple. So that's why I made this juice primarily pineapple. It also has apple, ginger, lime, and hibiscus in it, which is like, so good. Um, it's meant to be a digestive enzyme. So I've told my clients for 20 years now, long before working at Raw Generation, to always have something raw with something cooked. And if you're my client and you're watching this, back me up on this because you know I've always said this. Always have something raw with something cooked. And the reason for that is it helps you digest that food better. A great story is my sister-in-law. When I first met her before she was my sister-in-law, she had wanted to, I guess, drop a little bit of weight and just get healthier. So I told her, start having something raw, even like a sliced pepper or a cucumber or something. Nothing fancy. You don't have to make a whole big salad. Something raw with your cooked meal. All she did, her words to my ears were, she started adding a red pepper in with her lunch, a raw red pepper with her sandwich at lunch. She lost 3 pounds in I think like a week or two just from doing that. It makes a difference. So that's why I include the skinny boost. It's not just like a gimmick or like, oh, they want, it's totally intentional. I included it and I fought for that little bottle because let me tell you, it's a little bit of a pain in the neck for production to make them because they're not a regular size bottle. We have to change over the lines to fill them. They actually filled the whole first run of them by hand, like 5,000 or 6,000 little bottles they filled by hand because we didn't have the correct parts yet to make the small bottles. That's how much I am personally invested in wanting to include them in the product because that's how much I feel they really add to the efficacy of the Stay Skinny method in working. And before you ask, I began this question literally every day. Yes, they're eventually going to be available by themselves in the Build-A-Box, possibly in a 30 or 60 pack as well. We're working on testing those now for shipping purposes. But I highly recommend, I mean, I would love to be able to give you the Stay Skinny method and be able to have you have like a pack of them on the side as well, because every time you have a cooked meal, you can just have one and it kind of counteracts the stuff that you're having in a cooked meal. And you might not know where I'm coming from because in the beginning I was explaining a little. I'm a nutritionist and I eat a primarily raw diet. I have very little cooked food in my diet and I haven't for 18 years now. I am 100% a believer in the power of raw food to heal you and help you lose weight. Not that you have to eat an all raw diet like I do, but by including more fresh and raw foods into your current lifestyle, you see major results for weight loss and for health, for your skin, for your energy, for your hormones. I just can't tout the benefits of it enough. I'm living proof, and my clients are living proof, hundreds of them at this point. So that's why this Stay Skinny method, whether you realize it or not, is basically teaching you to have a high raw lifestyle, which you would think would be daunting at first. But as Jennifer just said, so many other customers have been telling me the same. It's so easy and so doable and so tasty, and you're so satisfying. And then you can have your normal dinners. And in like the program, for example, there's an eating out guide that I give you. So I teach you even how to be social, how to go to a bar, how to eat out, how to choose off those menus if you want to stay within the plan, or you can go off the plan and just have 80-20 and just do 20% of the time. Okay, I want to have my margarita. Like, forget this. Fine, go back on the plan tomorrow. Or if you're just really dedicated and you want to stick within the rules because you're trying to hit a weight loss goal, I give you like 5 or 6 different drinks you can order at a bar, or 6 or 7 different things you can order at an Italian menu or a Chinese restaurant menu. So I really tried to give you all the resources you would need to make this work in your daily life. Again, the code tonight is live15 if you just joined. Live15 is the discount code. It works on any one-time purchase on our site. So it could be our cleanses, our packs, our Stay Skinny method. It could be our bars, our powder, our Build-A-Box. Live15 is the code. If you're already putting something on auto ship, it's the same saving, so it won't happen twice. If you decide to do the skinny cleanse and Stay Skinny method bundle, which is what I'm highlighting tonight because it is by far our best savings to begin with. It's only $199 for the two. That's a 3-day skinny cleanse plus the Stay Skinny method on auto ship. However, if you use the code live15 with that tonight, the live15 code will still apply to the cleanse because that part's not on auto ship, and you'll get an additional 15%. So instead of saving the $80 that you normally save, which is already a lot of savings, you'll be saving $95 tonight if you bundle the two together. And the skinny cleanse you can choose 3, 5, 7, or 10 days. So that 15% can go it can be more than 95 savings, actually, if you just choose a larger cleanse in 3 days. And the Stay Skinny method will automatically be on auto ship. And that gets you down to the $99 price per week, which is really phenomenal. I mean, if you know our prices, you know how phenomenal of a deal that is for cold pressed unprocessed juice and smoothies delivered to your door with all the guidelines and support. So, Cindy, this is so interesting. I'm going to challenge myself to eat more raw, less cooked foods. That's an awesome challenge for you, Cindy. I mean, I don't know, Cindy, if you're ever on Instagram, I highly recommend going over there. And I'm on those stories sometimes, and I answer all the DMs. So if you have questions as you're going through, feel free to send a DM there because I'll happily answer anything you send. But yeah, you have no idea the difference. I'll give you my own personal story quickly because why not? So I always struggle with my weight, and people meet me now and they see how small I am, and they think I was just always a skinny person. And I was not. I got my passion for nutrition because I was not always a skinny person and I could never lose weight when everyone else was wearing their bikinis. I was just like, leave my towel around me. And I was young, I was younger where I should have been able to easily, most girls in their younger years can lose weight. It's when you get older, it's harder. And I was not one of those people. So when I went to school for holistic nutrition, I studied all these different dietary therapies and I literally committed to trying every single one. God is my witness, for 3 months each. So I did not stray from them. I went from eating literally everything because I'm not a picky eater to doing vegan, vegetarian, macrobiotic. I fasted on water. I did dairy free, I did gluten free, like whatever I learned about, I tried. And the very last course they gave me of my bachelor's degree and my bachelor's degree was called enzymatic therapy, which was basically a fancy way of saying a raw foods diet. And I remember thinking, I'm not doing this for 3 months. Like these people are nuts. Like I just can't do that. So I committed to 1 month thinking that I would barely, and I waited till June. I figured there'd be more fruit in the summer and like maybe I could survive it with a lot of watermelon and stuff. I will tell you, Cindy, that 3 weeks in to eating an all raw diet, I felt and looked like a different person. Like the results I'd wanted for a decade of my life, I finally was having. And within 3 months, I was down to the size I am now. So I struggled to maintain a size 8, 10 at that time in my life. And I was working out every single day. I never missed a day. If I went to a vacation, I joined a gym wherever I went. Like sometimes I went twice a day. I was just like, I was obsessed with it. Like, like as most kids are with their looks and stuff, I was obsessed with it at that time. It wasn't health related for me at that point. It was just weight and looking good. And it obviously changed as I got older and learned about health. But at that point, that's what it was about. And then, so you can just imagine doing something that finally actually worked. Like I remember clear as day. I was with my brother shopping at our outlets by us, and I was in a Banana Republic store, and I pulled on a pair of size 4, which I had never even had a size 4 pair of pants in my hand before. Pulling that on, and it was a little loose on me, and I just like cried. I just couldn't believe it. Like, I mean, if you've ever struggled, you know what it's like to have 2 pairs of jeans of different sizes in your closet at all times. So you don't know if you're going to be bloated or thin that day, and you can't wear the clothes you want to wear, and you feel like, all I can say is that it was like amazing transformation for me. And then once I learned how amazing raw food was for healing, because then my sinusitis went away, then my skin problems went away, then my energy went through the roof, then my vision got better, my astigmatism got better. I mean, it's just like month by month by month, different things healed in me. I became a complete raw food advocate, and I lived on nothing but raw vegan food for 9 years. And then after that point, I started adding in very little cooked food, just occasional baked potatoes. Like, and I shouldn't say occasional, every night I'll have baked potatoes, and very few other cooked things. Very, very, very few. It's mostly just potatoes. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to cut out on the nuts and have more healthy carbs, and it's been great for me. But I tell you this because I so believe in the power of adding more raw into your diet. And that's why I created these programs to try to teach people how to add raw in without it being scary, keeping your pasta, keeping your favorite foods, but having more raw. And it makes a major difference for your health and your weight loss. So again, guys, the code for tonight is live15, live15. Guys, if you're on Instagram, hop over to ourgeneration.com. I have almost a little less than 10 minutes left. If you have questions, I will definitely answer them for you. I'm so sorry I don't have any way to answer your questions directly through Instagram tonight. But you can use the code LIVE15 for 15% off any purchase on the site, including the products I have highlighted here tonight. What else? I didn't finish answering the questions. Let's see if I don't, probably not going to be able to get through all of them now, but let me see if I can get through a few, the ones that I still had from people. Does age make a difference with weight loss? I kind of said this. It does. For men and women, but especially for women. Once you hit like the early 40s, sometimes late 30s even for women, but usually it's early to mid 40s, your hormones start to change. Whether you're in not menopause to your mid 50s, sometimes perimenopause can last for 10 years for women. So all I can say is that if you're in that age group between like 40 and 50 and you're not sure if your weight's where you want it, get it where you want it now, because it will be so much harder for you later. The majority of my clients are menopausal women who couldn't drop a pound. You will eventually lose weight, even with this program, even if you're menopausal. It just takes longer and it takes more dedication. You 100% will. I've seen it happen for many of my clients, but whereas most people will lose weight in a week, it might take you 3 or 4, and then it starts to budge. So you have to be more patient, but it'll definitely work for you. Why is it harder for women to lose weight than for men? How many women can identify with this? You have a husband or a boyfriend who does the diet with you. They lose 2 or 3 times the amount of weight that you lose. Like, so freaking annoying and so frustrating. They just have different hormones than we have. I mean, that's why, you know, the men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I mean, that's why we're different, good and bad. Their hormones are just different. You know, we have the ability to grow a baby in our womb. And because of those hormones that allow us to grow a life, it makes it harder for us to lose. We're not supposed to be too underweight, number one, because if you get to be too underweight, then you can't make a healthy life in your body anymore. So, you know, there's like reasons for some of that, but just the fact that our hormones fluctuate more often makes it more difficult for women to lose weight. Not impossible. In fact, it's actually quite easy when you eat properly. Like, as I said, I struggled and struggled. And then once I did the right thing by my body, once I learned the right way to eat, it fell off. It fell off and never came back. And I never think about it again. I threw out those clothes and never have gotten it. I can buy something off like I can look at a bathing suit on a shelf, pick it up without trying it on, and know that it's going to fit me when I get home. I mean, that is life altering for anyone who's tried to lose weight. So it does come off easily when you do the right thing, especially if you're not in like a hormone compromised stage of life. So 7 minutes left. Live 15 is the code if you want to get 15% off during the show. Live 15 at checkout. You can come off of our cleanses, our skinny cleanse, our protein cleanse, our lower sugar cleanse, our stay skinny method, our skinny method cleanse and method bundle. It's the biggest savings of the show tonight. If you choose the skinny cleanse with the stay skinny method bundle, you will get up to more. It could be more than $95, at least $95 in savings, which is the most this has ever been offered at a discount this far. You can choose a green routine pack or celery juice pack. You can make your own build your own box and put the code in for that. You'll get the discount no matter what you choose. Both are necessary, but which affects more diet or exercise? You're right, Christine. Both are definitely necessary, both diet and exercise, but 100% with personal testimony and client testimony, diet is more effective with weight loss. So here's a classic example. Like I was saying, I've been basically a size 2 all these years. There have been, and I still love to exercise, but there have been times, even a couple years, like when I ran my own business prior to being at Raja, I ran my own business for many years, where I didn't have time to exercise. I literally couldn't, for hardly at all for 2 or 3 years. I didn't gain a pound. Yes, I lost some of my tightness for sure. I didn't love that, you know, I wasn't as tight on my abs or my arms, but I never gained weight. I never wasn't slender. So, and meanwhile, prior, I would work out like a crazy person, count the calories I thought they were right when I wasn't doing the right thing, and I really couldn't budge that scale. So for weight loss especially, it is much more important to get your diet correct first. Once you start losing weight, you'll notice you'll get toned up so much more easily. Like I will tell you, I'm on a new workout routine right now that I'm loving. Loving. I'll tell you about it in a minute if you want to know. And like literally, I think I've done the workouts 4 days in a row so far. I already see definition in my abs and in my triceps and in my arms because my body is so lean that you get cut so easily. So it's a major benefit when you're already lean to exercise and you just see the results like that. So diet is definitely more important than the two. I'm just saying that because I'm a nutritionist. Like I was saying, I used to teach, or maybe I didn't say it. I used to teach classes too. I used to be a fitness instructor. So I definitely have been on both ends of the spectrum, and diet just works better. As for the workouts, if you're curious, if you're on Instagram, I highly recommend looking up Caroline Deisler, Deisler. Number one, she has a lot of recipes that are phenomenal. Her recipes are all compliant with what I'm telling you guys tonight, but her workouts are awesome, and she looks like a wind could blow her over. Like you look like that would be easy. They're hard and really effective. So if you're looking for some quick work, and she has 10-minute ones, 12-minute ones, she has 30, 40, and 60-minute ones. I will tell you, even the 10-minute ones, I used to be like, who can get a workout in 10 minutes? Like, that's ridiculous. They actually really are awesome. So I find myself squeezing them in, like between a meeting sometimes. If I'm home, I'll do a quick 10-minute one and go back. But yeah, I highly recommend her if you're looking for some good exercise, and her content is so in alignment with what I teach. So I love what she gives as far as recipes go and stuff too. Okay, guys, 3.5 minutes left. Live 15 is the code. If you want to get the discount, now is the time to do it. 15% off anything on our site. It's a one-time purchase. And I think you will love it. Live 15. Let me think if there's anything I missed that were questions that I had. Oh, this is a good one. If am I not getting enough protein to lose weight? You don't need a lot of protein to lose weight. So I know that's the opposite of the keto, paleo, very typical weight loss mentalities of now. The reality of it is your body does not need protein to thrive. It needs carbohydrates to thrive. And you might lose weight by doing a high protein, low carb diet, but it will not be sustainable. I mean, if you're here and you've tried it, I'm guessing it hasn't sustained for you because we're meant to thrive on carbohydrates. They are our fuel. They're our source of fuel. Can I just order the Skinny Boost? Thank you, Linda. You will be able to, but not today. It's not going to be available until I believe the first week of June. It'll be available in the Build a Box. And yes, you'll be able to order them then. If you want them for right now, you have to get them in the confines of the Stay Skinny method just for the next while. We're working on a way to be able to have like a 30-pack of them. The thing is, they're so small that they thaw much quicker in transit. So we need to find ways to keep them frozen for people because not everybody's close to us. You know, we ship all over the country and into Canada in 2 days. So we have to be able to keep them frozen. So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, you'll be able to, but just not yet. You will love them. Have you tried them yet, Linda, or you just want to try them? They're so tasty. I'm curious if anyone's tried them and loves them as much as me. Not yet. Okay. I'm excited for you to try them. Okay, guys, 2 minutes left. I got my little warning. 2 minutes left for live 15. On any product you'd like, 15% off. If you have any last minute questions, now is the time to ask because unfortunately, like with Instagram, I can keep going long if people have questions. With this, like the live shopping kind of thing that we do on the website, it times me out. So I can't go beyond the hour block at this point. So if you have any last minute questions, if you happen to miss, if you've missed me, if you haven't, if you come, and you want to ask something, you can always go to Instagram and just send a direct message there, DM me. I answer all the Instagram DMs all the time. I always do. So if you have questions that you want to ask directly to me, just pop it in there and I will, within 24 hours, always get back to you there. You can also get my email through customer service. This was great as always. Thank you. Jennifer, thank you for joining. I love that you are a part regularly of the shows. Thank you for coming. Let me think. One last, anything last thing? Live 15. Live 15 is the code. It's so fun to have codes. I tried the Skinny Boost and it is sweet and delicious. Thanks for the show. Christine, you're so welcome. I'm glad you love it. I'm so glad you like it. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here. Okay, I am just about done. So guys, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Happy Memorial Day coming up and happy holiday weekend. Summer is now here. So get your skinny on for the summer and you're really more importantly, you're healthy on. Because that's really what it's all about. I mean, when you get healthy the right way, you naturally lose the weight. And that's what it all comes down to. So, of course, everyone wants to look great, but really feeling good is worth so much more than that. So I hope you have a wonderful evening and I look forward to next time. Bye-bye.